Hi all, it is Cora and this is now day 6 out of surgery. Today I have my doctor's appointment to see if I can get my drains out, which I'm very excited about. They do suck, as everybody says. So I'm going to make this short and quick, just go over a couple key things about when you're in the hospital and when you're out. I'm also still on recovery, so I'm a little tired and I tend to get a little weak if I sit up too long. So yeah, I'm going to make this short and sweet. So anyways, the surgery went great. From what I hear, I spent the 24 hours afterwards pretty much with my head in a bucket, and that wasn't fun. Thank you, anesthesia, but thankfully it was just that and not the meds that I stayed on that was making me sick, but at least now I know how I am affected by it. So yeah, it was really, I was a little out of it anyway, so it didn't really matter, but it, I'm sure, made a difference because of all the heaving. It kind of would strain the pectoralis muscle, which is now right on here. So everything is below that. The expanders are below that. I'll give you a quick peek later. And so yeah, now back to it. I jotted a couple things down just for those who are going into, and I know there's a few of you, thanks to our lovely group on Facebook. But things to expect. Actually, first off, so if you can see this, I know you won't be able to read it, but this is all of my times when I took my medication. So I kept it all exact. I set my alarm at night. I didn't want to get behind, because when you get behind, I did once or twice, you know it, you feel it, and it's like a truck hit you. And also temperature, because I did have one night, which was my first night home, that my temperature did elevate. And it was about 102.7. Yes, I did call a hospital, informed me to take Tylenol, weighed it out, see? And I did. All good, thank God. It was mainly due to the trauma, of course. This is a major surgery. And, you know, your blood pressure, your resting heart rate, everything, your temperature is going to, you know, go up and go down as you're healing. Alright, so things to remember, just a couple of quick ones. Let me see here. A flashlight. So if you're going into the surgery, bring a flashlight. Now, because when you're in recovery, or when you're in, if you're staying overnight and nobody's staying with you, and that's what happened with me, because I ended up in a shared room, which I did not expect. So, and I couldn't reach for anything, and you don't want to be buzzing the nurses every time you have to move, because I had to move quite a bit. You're uncomfortable, you need water. I needed water so much, and thankfully, because of the anesthesia, I found it hard to pee afterwards, for a while. So I just kept, drinking and hydrating as much as I could. And, it's really hard to reach even like just a little bit. So flashlight, or what I had was I had my iPhone and I had the flashlight app on it, and wonderful. Some type of meditation music. For me, it was a big thing. My second night there, I had a great night's sleep my second night, did not the first night. I'll tell you why. But when I got up in the morning and I just put on my iPod right to the Chopra Center, did 20 minutes of guided meditation, and it was wonderful. It really, helps to ease the pain away and helps to get you in the right positive mindset and helps you for the rest of the day. So I would recommend it. And if you're not used to it, or you have questions about it, just email me on YouTube or through Facebook or whatever, and I'd be happy to point you in the right direction. And personal hotspot, which is one for, it's if you're really bored, you can't get comfortable, you need to watch something, and if the hospital doesn't have Wi-Fi, or you know, at the QE2 there's no Wi-Fi that you can just click onto, so I actually use my iPhone as personal hotspot to use my iPad, you know, watch my favorite things, you know, some Jimmy Fallon, Real Housewives of Late Night, which I recommend for anybody who needs a good bit of humor, and yeah, and just music and everything like that, movies. It's a good thing to do. And so back to the rest of it. Yeah, so I was sick most of the first night. The second night, oh, earplugs. Earplugs are key. I had to actually get my husband, Richard, thankfully he did, go get earplugs for me, because the first night, like I said before, I was not in a shared room, or I was in a shared room, and she was a night talker, and I'm talking about whole night, the whole night, and conversations, I think I said on my Facebook, but conversations about her cats, conversations that she was in on the phone, everything like that, and anyways, so yeah, it was definitely something, have to have earplugs, and they worked like a charm for me the second night. Big thing I want to say is thank you so much to everybody for your lovely comments and your phone calls, your messages, text messages, everything. It's been so wonderful, and you know, it really took me by surprise, and it really heartfelt. I so appreciate it, and you know, it's really nice to have the support and the understanding from people, and people who you haven't even spoke to in many years. It really made me feel so well thought about, and it helped with the recovery. You know, positivity is wonderful for recovery, right? Anyways, I feel like I'm getting tired, so I'll start to wrap this up. So really, when you're cleaning your drains, everything like that, alcohol wipes and gloves, definitely don't do it without it. And you know, shout out to, there's Mulligan, my cat. Shout out to Casey, my friend, who also went through a procedure like this. You know, you can have a look at Casey's gym class to have a look at how to strip the drains with the alcohol wipe. I can just show right quick. I'm not going to, I'm going to wipe this right afterwards with an alcohol wipe. You don't fool around. Infection is huge, and it's a big fear in recovery, and it's a real possibility. So there's the lovely drain. How disgusting. And but it's part of the healing process, and really it's just going down the whole drain to the bottom with an alcohol wipe as you're charging it, as they say. And they didn't tell you about this, or didn't tell me about this at the hospital, you know. Anyways, so thankfully for videos like this, that's where you learn things, you know, reputable videos. So definitely keep everything clean. Don't touch the steri strips, don't touch the incisions. Wait till your doctor tells you it's okay to wash. I took a couple baths, but nothing in this area could get washed. That's fine by me. My hair is a greasy mess, and that's okay. You know, as long as I don't have an infection, that's all I care about. So I'll just give you a quick peek, side view, and then I'm just gonna leave bra on and everything. I mean, I don't want to freak anybody out, because they do look a lot different than they did before. I really have nothing there. There's gauze underneath this bra, and so you can see a little bit of a bump, but that's the gauze. The expanders are in. There's about 180 cc's or milliliters that he was able to put in initially. And remember, before I was a double D, and now I'm about an A. So, and that's fine. I think it looks great. I will grow with expansion, and I may get some done today. If I do, I'll try to note it later in a video. And yeah, so I'll just stand up and give a little look. You see here. So bear with me again, the camera's going to move. Now let me see the best angle for this. So you're going to see there is, now let me move this so I can actually see too. There we go. So you're able to see there's really nothing there. Chest wall, you know, and right here you'll see there's a big indent, and you'll see, I think that's the drain. This is either the expander or the drain. I'll find out later today, like in an hour. But there's just a couple pieces of gauze underneath there. And I'm not big for playing around with any of that stuff. I've changed it a couple times with gloves on. And then you'll see the drains. How lovely. And just a note, I'm pretty swollen still. Just a side note there. And then let's go this side. So yeah, you can really see it here. Nothing, but that's, you know what? I'm thrilled. And again, drain. C'est la vie, right? That's life. And biggest thing is I am never gonna have cancer, breast cancer, God willing. And you know, it was a personal choice. It wasn't an encouraged choice by my doctor. And when I said in the last video, it's something I have to do, it was something I had to do for myself, and for my daughter and my family. It was encouraged, but I could have easily said no. And but you know what? I'm very happy with how everything turned out, and again, so thrilled with all the support that you have given me, and it's all positive and happy and uphill from here. I'm thrilled. So thanks again. My name is Cora, and again, if any of you would love to, or if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to message me or email me. And again, if you're planning to have this procedure done, or you know somebody that is in the works to have this procedure done, feel free to message me, mainly because I can set you up with a support group that is awesome. And, you know, they were messaging like, you know, right out of the gate as soon as I was out, you know, wanting to hear, and you know, even to see the videos, to see their pictures, and to hear what they've gone through. It's so encouraging and supportive. All right, take care, guys. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful, I think this is Tuesday. All right, it's been a long few days. Take care. Bye.